Hi, this is Audrey Ellis Pion with Enjoy Being Women's Empowerment Coaching. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about accepting your MO, like how you work best. For me, I spent years judging this about myself because I knew I was a procrastinator. In fact, I can remember in high school when I would laugh at my teachers and think that they were idiots because they would give me an A on a paper that I had just written like the night before. And I would feel like, oh my God, I got one over on them. And for years, I allowed the stress of being a procrastinator to really drive me crazy, if I'm going to be completely honest. It would just build inside of me, and I would be more stressed about the fact that I was procrastinating rather than about the actual work that I needed to do or accomplish, whatever that was. And then I finally took the time to think about, okay, what is it that I do when I procrastinate? And I realized that for me, what happens is that I spend a lot of time sort of going over whatever it is I need to do in my mind first, kind of organizing my thoughts. And then I might jot some things down on paper that I want to make sure that I bring into that conversation or a video like this, or even a paper that I might be doing, or any copywriting things that I might be working on. And then I would let it gel some more and let my mind work on it some more until finally I was ready to sit down and take the action of either writing the copy or doing the video. And because it always seemed like I was waiting until the last minute to do the actual physical work of whatever the project was, I still, in the past, would have been thinking, oh my gosh, I procrastinated. And what I began to realize is that, no, I've been working on it all along. I've been doing it all along, and it's just now that I've got it all mapped out in my mind and put down on paper, I really know where I'm going with it, and now I can begin to create whatever it is. And this was sort of like a godsend for me because when I realized that that procrastination is just the way I worked best, and it wasn't really that I was procrastinating at all because I was working on it over time throughout the weeks prior. And I bet if you think about it for yourself, if you call yourself a procrastinator, you'll discover that that's true for you as well. I also have a client, oh my gosh, she's amazing. She is a coach and she's going to school to become a psychiatrist. Well, actually, let me take that back, to become a therapist. And she also volunteers at a clinic. And so she's constantly under the gun with schoolwork and everything else. And she told me that she should have been like studying for hours, and she should have been writing note card after note card, index card after index card, and just going through it. And I finally said, is that true? Like, is that how you really work best? And she just sort of sighed as she took it all in, and she was like, no, it's not. And that's the piece that I really want to invite you to check in with yourself. How do I work best? And can I stop judging it based on what other people think it should look like and start looking at, no, this is what works for me. The more you do that, the more you'll find that you can do it stress-free, or at least without that excruciating stress that gets in our mind and tears us apart and takes us down. So I invite you now, just take a moment. How do you work best? And sit in that space and acknowledge yourself for it. Because for years in school, we were taught a different way. And what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for everyone. So today, again, I invite you, think about it. What works best for you? How do you operate at your best? And I also want to add to you that one thing that certainly helps me is taking care of me. The more I take care of me, the better able I am to get things done, to take care of what needs to be accomplished, and to move forward in my life. So I'd love to hear from you. I invite you to write down in the comments below, how do you work best? Let me know. Let me know what you're celebrating about the way you work. And stop judging yourself based on what other people think you should be doing, because it's really not up to them. It's up to you. Only you know that for yourself. So enjoy. Leave comments below. Let me know if this is helpful at all for you. I look forward to continuing our conversation. And be sure to enjoy being you, because you are so